welcome in, fellow Americans. Yes, indeed. Pull up a chair and chill out a little bit with us here for the next hour. Jack Roper here, along with special guest Jeff Roper, our oldest born. Miss Mary and I gave birth to this, and I thought I'd bring him to
Thanks,
the show
Mom.
this morning.
Appreciate y'all hooking up.
I was there too.
Yeah, well, you helped. Yeah.
You had TV hair this morning. You combed your hair.
Well, you know, I learned from the best. You bring the hairpiece with you at all times.
Well,
the
we
Silver
wanna
Fox.
mention, Jamarcus is off today, along with Megan. They'll be back, and it'll be a better show Monday because we'll all be back together again. It's 31, ever 11 degrees, a high today of 48. Everybody's sick. Louisiana and South Carolina have the worst flu incidences.
The highest respiratory illnesses in America.
That's right.
Happening right. You know why? It's probably because we love on each other. We just hug and kiss. And just
swap spit. Big sloppy kisses.
embrace at the holidays, and then you put your spoon in my macaroni and cheese.
And I will continue because I'm paying the bills while you're in
And
town.
my daughters are here too. We're visiting for the holidays. So.
Well, again, Jeff is, you do a morning radio show, then you do weather out in Idaho.
I learned how to do the weather years ago. So Idaho and Jackson Hole, Wyoming. You can follow me on Facebook and the YouTubes. And I'm at localnews8.com. Yeah, so if you ever go to Jackson Hole or Idaho Falls, that's where I get up.
That's a beautiful country out there.
It is. It would be nice to be back near family too.
Well, you're here today.
It's not, the flight, I'm out quick after all the Christmas gifts. What's the best thing you got for Christmas?
Oh, the best thing? Well, Miss Mary gave me a photocopier to print prints from my telephone. And then you gave me some lame little game, and you say something's coming in the mail. When does it get here? Before next year? You said there was something coming in the mail. I haven't gotten it yet from you.
It's always important to have something to look forward to, I think.
Well, next year maybe.
So you can thank Amazon for that, because I didn't want to bring it on the plane along with everything else. But you got some nice gifts. It's a new year and it's time to try new things. I did bring something for you today.
Is it a Christmas gift?
Well, it's a new experience, and I think experiences are what people are into nowadays.
I could deal with it.
So I have a friend who just returned from the land down under, and I thought it would be fun to try this.
What is it?
Well, you've heard of beef jerky.
Yeah.
This is a little different. This is kangaroo.
Oh my God. I like kangaroos.
Jerky, straight from Australia.
That's the kangaroo in there?
Would you like to?
I'll try it on the air.
Would you like to try?
We've had mealworms here. We've had dehydrated or whatever.
Well, that's protein. Yeah, you can do that.
Hair is protein.
You can
You eat a hairball and get protein.
most
I just bathed my cat.
Most people don't want to.
I just bathed my cat the other day. I still got hair on my tongue. You may use that joke.
You want to try this a little bit later on
Let's
in
do
the
it now.
show?
Let's gag it down now.
Why don't we stick around? This is called a tease. This is the art of kangaroo mid-morning snack. Plus the girls, you want to try this a little bit later? No,
We'll do that in our middle segment.
So,
we have a talk segment coming up where we answer questions to our question of the day. You want to go ahead and hit them with that early? Can we do that now?
Okay, it's all about being positive. What is the nicest compliment you've received or maybe have given in the last year? I know it may be a month or so since you've had a compliment.
Well, I was told to sit down and be quiet just recently. Was that
not
a compliment?
That's not what we're talking about. How often do you give someone a compliment? You should do it every day, I think. It's a good process.
Let me tell you something. A guy told me he was in management with Milliken. This was 40 years ago. He had a radio show on my little first radio gig down in Union. He said, Jack, in management, we learned if you ever correct an employee, you come back with 2 compliments.
Well, you like to do this. You ever done the sandwich in management? And when I managed a radio station, it was you start with something nice, and then you break them down, and then you back it up with something nice. It's like a sandwich. I mean, basically sandwich it between the two things. But we only receive 4 compliments face to face a week.
That many?
On average, yeah.
I work at the wrong place then.
Well, you do a great job. I mean,
You're
can't
my son, you have to say that.
Well, I mimic everything you do. I mean, even the hair. 40% of people wish they heard more compliments.
Well, we don't give enough, I agree.
Yeah, and the compliments we like to hear the most.
Is that a wig you're wearing? Your hair looks so nice.
This is a rental, and I have to have it back to.
I told Crabtree the other day, I said, Crabtree, I gave you credit because he's retired. He
Yeah.
moved back to town, got his band. So if you need to book a band,
You're looking for the hits.
Crabtree's got a band.
He's
I
got
got
a
a
New Year's
band.
Eve open gig.
I told Tom, I said, Tom, your hair was always perfect on TV. I've got one of your Crabtree snap-on wigs.
Snap tights,
I've
yeah.
got magnets under my scalp, and I just snap a wig on. It looks like Tom.
Well, I borrowed this from Floyd's.
Mortuary.
Yeah. The compliments we like to hear. You make me laugh.
Yeah.
You look young. Thank you.
Oh, that never fails.
And I like your haircut.
Yeah.
And the number one compliment women love to receive, I like your smile.
Well, yeah, and I've got the list of things that women like to hear, and men from the opposite sex. Yeah, and that's one of them, smiles. And the things that men and women notice about each other first. I wish I had that list.
Well, it would be teeth.
Smile is one of them.
Teeth. You have great teeth, by the way.
Yeah, personality, you know, stuff like bad jokes.
Well, the way you dress, and then of course your shoes. Am I right about this? Back in the
Shoes?
booth, women look at men's shoes.
Do they?
Isn't that a thing?
I wish I'd worn some today.
I appreciate you putting
I'm
the
wearing
Weegians on.
Jamarcus's socks he gave me. He gave me
Well,
some
and
thick
you know,
socks for
socks
booth.
are another thing. I got tons of personality
What
with
we
the
gave you.
socks.
I'm
Yeah.
still waiting on your present. You think it'll come today from Amazon?
You have to show it on TV when it arrives. There's a reason for you to watch next week.
Maybe next week it
Yeah.
shows up. I don't
Oh,
know
another
what it is.
tip in compliments:
Yes?
use their name, Dad.
What? Use their name?
Oh, number one, pay attention. Number two, use their name.
Yeah, well, you can call me what my close friends call me, Mr. Wonderful. Enough of that. You know, you really are a cheap imitation of me.
I am Diet Jack.
Diet Cola, fewer calories and worse jokes. Well, listen, Jeff, it's good for you to sit in. I'm glad you were in town.
No, it's me too. Thanks for having. Usually, I'm on this show when I'm out of work. That's usually the last time I was here. Remember that?
Are you looking for a job?
I mean, GSP, baby, bring it on home.
All right. Put your phone number up during the show.
208-534-9957.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Anyway.